Hi, this is the Radical Farmer here at Organic Farm 7. So previously I was talking about the issue of water. It may be from the stream, it may be from a well, it may be from a borehole. But now you have to figure out how you get the water out of that point to where you want it to go. It may be going into the tanks, it may be going into the reservoir, it may be going straight into the field. So any of the three can work out, but you have to find an environmental friendly way, you have to find a cost effective way. And actually, if you are moving with the trends, you'd find out like actually what works out best is solar. Solar is very effective, solar is very affordable, solar is very reliable. So I've worked with Genset, I've worked with Jesco, and if you calculate, let's say for example you're using a pump for irrigation, maybe you're spending a 600 on a monthly basis. In the next 6 months, you're spending 6,000. In the next 20 months, you're spending 12,000. Then in the next 40 months, you're spending about close to 24, 30,000 and above. So you who use electricity, you understand the bill so much. And I remember when I was using a genset actually was quite even more expensive. And when you talk about the issues of pollution, it is highly pollutant because of the way it makes electricity. Um, solar is actually the best because one, it is portable. Then two, the cost of movements are minimized because it is stationed. You don't have to run to buy fuel, you don't have to run to buy electricity. You've got blackouts and brownouts and all those things. So when we talk about the ways of getting water from the borehole, the best, as I've said on, is the issues of solar. Then when you are doing things, you see, you have to understand things. Understanding things and having knowledge about the things that you're doing is one of the best things that can help you actually stand out. So as in for me, I make sure that I understand my problems and I come up with the best solution. So people say solar doesn't work, but many people who say about that solar doesn't work, they've never worked with solar. I've been working with solar from the onset of this farm, so I understand solar very well. I have been working with 2 panels, I've worked with 20 panels, 24 panels, so I understand solar very well. And now if you can see, to help solar become actually more effective, we worked out on the issues of designing, coming up with a flame that actually is capable of getting more power in a day and more water. So like you can see, our panels, we put this is like a 90 degrees angle. Then it can also tilt to this is 180 degrees angle. Then again it can go on the other side. So here it is actually, you can lock it to be on the middle. So I want in the afternoon, I take it this side, this far end. So you'd find that by through this design, I'm able to get most of my water within a day. So immediately the sun pops out, I don't have to wait up to 9. I have immediately the sun pops up. With me, I've got water around here, and I'm the one who did this design because I was struggling. I wanted to get as more water as possible in a day. So if you are getting from a shallow well, like there are different types of pumps that are there. There's shallow water, you can get a shallow well pump, you can get a deep well pump, you can even get a booster pump, all solar powered. The logic is just very simple. Um, Solar pump is just effective as even electric pump because it's just the motor that they're using. The other one needs AC, the other one needs a DC. And don't buy a solar pump that has to convert from DC to AC. That one is an answer. Don't go for that one. You just spend money for nothing. So if you want a solar system, go with a DC system. I understand these systems very, very well. Then unless if you have got too much money, you can buy batteries, but I wouldn't recommend batteries. DC solar pump working with sunlight, of which I know from the time I was born, God has always been faithful to supply us with sun, and there's never a single day sunlight has never come. As you saw in the previous video, there was some water which was coming out, and when it's cloudy, there are different types of panels. They are pori and also they are mono. But in the African setup, we've got a lot of heat, so the rays of sun are quite very, very serious. So like any of the two actually even works out very, very well, and you're able to pump water. And based on the kind of a pump that you need, you should be able to know what kind of a pump you need based on the report of the borehole that you actually need. So what is going to happen is, let's say for example, you have a field that needs about 20,000 liters of water on a daily basis. solar pump can do that, because some pumps can pump from 6,000 liters per hour. They can even go up to even 24,000 liters per hour, based on the size of the borehole, the amount of water in there. But mostly, even just a medium-sized solar pump actually can do quite a good job. Then, depending on the depth of the borehole, it is also going to affect the size of the pump. So you have to know what you need for your specific problem. Let's say, for example, if your borehole is too deep, you have to get a solar pump with a good maximum head. But if you need more details on that, I will be able to highlight more in the further lessons. But for now, what I want to say is, if you want to get water out of the borehole and you want to do it in a more economical way, you can actually go with solar. There is no road shading. The cost is quite bearable because just a one-time cost. Then other companies can even give you on lay-by, but I don't know one at the moment. I just know these guys where we normally get them we normally get them for free. And then when you get your pump, use it productively to the point that it can buy another pump. Yeah. But the problems that I've seen with solar pumps, mostly just the impellers that get worn out and you have to replace them, and that is common with most pumps. But they give you warranty for like 2 years, and you can be using them. You can actually keep on changing. The pump can even go for 4 or 5 years based on how you use it and the amount of sand that is in your borehole. So solar is effective. Solar is very economical. It's very affordable. There are some pumps which cost around 15,000, 20,000 based on your need. So invest rightly when you are dealing with your water. So when you have water, the way you can get it, you can use a booster pump, you can use a submersive pump, then you can also get it from the reservoir with a booster pump or even in the reservoir. But when you put it in the reservoir or in the water tank, you'd find that actually the amount of water you get is more. So the deeper the pump goes down, the less water it will give you. The higher it comes up, the more water it is going to give you. So at the moment, I would recommend that you go for solar in terms of getting water from your wells, from your boreholes, and wherever you are getting it from, because it is very, very cost effective. And if you're using a genset, it's very easy even for your workers to be stealing fuel from you. But with solar, at least that is removed. Otherwise, there are other security measures you can put to make sure that your solar are well protected and safe from thieves. For now, we are going to meet in the next lesson where we're going to be talking about storing your water which you have pumped from the borehole, from the well, or wherever you are getting it from. See you next.